Most people think cutting carbs makes fat loss easier, but it actually kind of does the opposite. Cutting carbs kills your energy, wrecks your workouts, and actually ends up making you feel hungrier throughout the day. I lost 50 pounds in 4 months without having to cut carbs, and I was able to achieve the same results for my clients. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to use carbs the right way and how it can actually make your fat loss way easier. You have to understand that the problem isn't carbs, it's low volume carbs. So for example, a handful of chips is going to be the same amount of calories as a plate full of potatoes. So for the same amount of calories, let's say it was 200 calories, for one, you would eat less food, and for the other, you would eat more food. And the more food quantity that you get per calories, the easier it is to stay on track. The whole cut carbs advice comes from a bad game of telephone. When people said to avoid carbs, they were talking about those junky carbs, chips, fries, pastries, foods that are carbs mixed with fat. But cleaner carbs like rice, potatoes, fruits, veggies work completely differently. Now, if you want a quick reference of foods that I personally picked that help me eat more food for less calories so I could stay full while in a calorie deficit, I made a free nutrition cheat sheet. It's linked down below and it'll make choosing your foods way easier. So to keep this simple for you, I'm going to be ranking some carbs that I use from worst to best. Well, I shouldn't say that. From least effective to most effective, so you can get a better idea of how they work and when to use them. Now, for this tier list, all of these carbs are going to be equaling 200 calories. So in F tier, you're going to have those junk carbs, chips, fries, pastries. So for 200 calories, that would be 33 grams of hot Cheetos. Very small portion. Not evil, it just doesn't help you stay full when you're in a calorie deficit. In C tier, you're going to have simple, fast digesting carbs like rice. So for 200 calories of rice, you're going to get 150 grams of food. Great for performance and energy. If you have a small appetite, it will probably do the job in keeping you full. But if you have a big appetite, you might end up feeling hungrier shortly after. Every time I would eat rice for dinner, I would definitely wake up in the morning feeling hungrier. In B tier, you have carbs like fruit. So for the same 200 calories, you can get 660 grams of watermelon. Way more food volume for the same amount of calories. But it has a similar problem to rice. Even though it's more food, it digests quickly, so you might end up feeling hungrier shortly afterwards. In A tier, you're going to have slower digesting carbs. These are usually complex carbs or very filling carbs like potatoes. So for 200 calories, you'll get 230 grams of boiled potatoes, which seems like it's a little bit more than rice, but way less than watermelon. But potatoes are very filling. When I would eat potatoes for dinner, I would not feel hungry at all in the morning. In S tier are going to be your vegetables. The best thing you can eat to eat large amounts of food for very little calories. So for 200 calories, you get a whopping 1,300 grams of cucumbers. So if you're feeling hungry, these are almost unlimited. Just be careful because they still do have calories, but it's unlikely that you're going to end up overeating those and blow over your calories. One hack that I would use is make a beef bowl with cucumber, tomato, fat-free feta, a little bit of mustard, mix it all up, and it would keep me so full for the majority of the day. So here's how I actually use this. I did a calorie carb cycling method, which just means I ate more calories in one day and ate less in another, but my weekly deficit was the same as if I was just doing a regular calorie deficit. On my higher calorie days, I ate more rice and fruit and sometimes even chips, foods that digest quickly because I could get more calories in because the day was so much higher, it almost felt like I was bulking. On my lower calorie days, I stuck to potatoes and veggies because these would keep me full and stop me from feeling hungry. And if you need more foods like this is exactly what's in the nutrition cheat sheet, so make sure to grab that. So one thing you can do this week is just swap one of your fatty, fast digesting carbs for something that actually fills you up, like potatoes instead of rice. Or if you want something salty with a crunch, this is when I would actually do cucumbers with lime, salt, and tahini, and it would crush that craving. Or pickles. Pickles are a great pre-workout, by the way. Keep in mind that when you cut carbs, you're not just cutting calories, you're also cutting serotonin. This is your feel-good chemical. So when you feel like your diet's depressing you, well, it kind of is. So some quick myth busting. Carbs at night don't make you fat. Carbs after 6 p.m. don't stop fat loss. Carbs during a cut do not slow the progress down. The only bad carb is the one that you don't need in the moment. Now, if you want to learn how I structured those high and low calorie days so I could lose 50 pounds in 4 months, I actually broke down my full system in this video right here. So make sure you check that out. Stay strong and I'll see you on the next one.